never mind. But before I begin, I want to take one last memory from class of 2013. How about one picture, please, guys?
Yeah. Hey, it's my brother. Oh.
Hey, he's wearing Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and assalamu alaikum. Peace be on to you. Good evening, 2013 Singly family. Before I begin, I want to apologize to anyone I've hurt or offended. Sometimes we say things that we don't mean and we regret it later on. And since today will be the last day I will see most of y'all, please forgive me because I won't be able to take good memories for myself. Many people have made an impact on my life, and I would like to take a moment to recognize them for it. Mr. Chef, thank you for being the person who taught me how to mature as a leader. You saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. I remember I would freak out whenever you emailed me, often saying to myself, it wasn't me or I didn't do it. But you turned out to be a very inspiring figure to me, and I thank you for that. Mrs. B, thank you for looking out for me and treating me like your own son. You made a very positive influence in my life, and I want you to know that. At first you intimidated me, but then I realized that you were just a kind woman who always put
Can you hold it for me?
You pushed me to do my best and scolded me when I needed it, like a true mother. Thank you, Miss B. You're appreciated. Finally, Miss Lazo, thanks for looking out for me. You always had a smile on your face, and you always brightness in this day. Keep smiling, Miss Lazo, because you don't know who you can change, whose day you can change from bad to good. During high school, I met some very extraordinary and amazing people, and these people always stood by my side, even when I was down. Arshad, you were the kid who always put a smile on my face no matter what I was feeling in real life. Big things do come in small packages. You have the biggest heart I've ever seen and are always out to help people. You've always treated me like a brother, and I want you to know that you're part of the reason I'm up here. Eric. When I first met Eric, I thought he was some thugged out Asian with gauges in his ears and like a hair with like thorns. Now, he'll keep my faith and believe in myself. And the gem always shines and will never corrupt. You showed me that I should never judge because everyone is different and unique in their own way. That's it. And the beat, everyone forgot about you. Just kidding. I've known you for so many years, and you changed my heart, and I really appreciate it for that. You showed me how to be a good student council officer, and I appreciate it. Last but not least, Mohsen. We have the same mother, but at times I find myself beating the wall as to why we were ever brothers. You taught me how to heal, because then I would be healed, and for my care and kindness to show. Now you're my backbone and my strength, for when no one is there, you will always carry. You showed me humility. I see you every day changing and becoming something it could never be. You can do so much, but you don't show it. You treat everyone like they are your equal, and I learned that from you. Eric, Rashad, and Mohsen, I can see that the academy will be in good hands next year, and when I come to visit, I want to come back to a school that hasn't been burned down. As we gather here today, and in the passage in our lives that has probably been part of the most important times in our lives, I must say, it's been a heck of a ride. We came in as freshmen, new to the high school culture, new to the high school students, new to everyone that was here before us. We were the kids. Now all grown up, we reminisce, listening to old times that we have missed. This is life. Hold my hand and come back with me 12 years back, when our mothers and fathers held our hands, took us to kindergarten. Remember the rainbow-colored carpets and nap time? Remember the newly wrapped school supplies? What about our mom's fingers that we would wrap our hand around when walking to school? Remember the bikes we had that had pegs on them and felt like hood rats? Waking up early on Saturday to watch cartoons? I remember. My mother holding my hand, dressing me up in school clothing, packing my lunch. She would walk me to school with no car, but she still cared. And she still cares. We are all blessed. We are blessed to have people in our lives who give their lives for us. People who sacrifice their leisure to work tirelessly to provide us with food and roof over our heads. We live every day with our parents and don't even treat them with the respect that they deserve. If you have a mom, you call her my mom, not by her first name, the same thing as your dad. It's a sign of respect to them. Because you will one day wake up to a world where your parents no longer exist, and the only thing you're going to do is cry. Yes, you have problems with your dad. Yes, you have problems with your mom, but have you ever considered life without them? Don't miss that last kiss or hug, or cry because you didn't tell them how important they were. That's the worst feeling anyone can feel. We take their presence for granted. Why do you think they're here today? Our parents aren't here to see us graduate or because they're finally done with us.
David, we're standing up.
Our parents are here to see that adult who they watched in the bath with rubber duckies, boats, and fishes graduate because that kid will leave us soon. We forget the times we cried on our mom's shoulders. We forget the times our dad gave us permission to do certain things. We forget. Now, after today's graduation, your parents should be the first that you go and you greet. give them a hug and a kiss. Tell them they mean something to you and that you will be there for them when they're old, just like they were there for you when you were young. The least we can do is generally regard her with love and affection. A mother who's held you in her stomach for 9 months. You won't remember, but do you know the hardships of a pregnant woman? What about the stress they incur with our bodies and their wombs? What about the constant worrying mothers do that God forbid they lose their child? We don't know. We don't know. Forgive those that have hurt you. Forgive yourself. We have lived too long with too much animosity. It's not worth it. It was never worth it. Our lives mean something. Let's make memories with the tools God has given us. It's a beautiful world out there. Make something of it. Mama, Nana, or Daddy, आपका मैं क्या कहूँ? आप लोग कितना काम करते हैं? आप लोगों की मेहनत काम आ गई और मैं जिस मकाम पर हूँ उसमें आपकी दुआएं और परवरिश से आपकी दुआएं नमाज़ें और परवरिश से मैं यहाँ हूँ और दुनिया इतनी बड़ी लेकिन आपकी में सबसे अच्छे खानदान पैदा किया. One day we will look back, retired from work with children of our own. We will tell the stories of our good and bad times in high school, the relationships that lasted, those that didn't, the things we are proud of, those that we aren't. We'll be old, brittle bones and wrinkled skin, but our glory will not have faded. Our children will become our pride, just like we were the pride of our parents. Believe it or not, this time is never coming back. Some may attend college, military, or workforce, but remember one thing. Do not sacrifice integrity for success. The best man is a true man who can look in the mirror and face himself with pride. Don't leave here today thinking it's all over. This road will only end when you want it to end. Make a goal, something you've always wanted to achieve, and achieve it. Become an important part of society. Help our country grow, and above all, when life flashes in front of you on that fated day, make sure it was all worth living. What I've said today to you all will be meaningless unless you choose otherwise. Now, as I end, I want to leave you with a message. To all and many more. I wish all of you the best in life, with only happiness, success, and without any unpleasantness or strife. Just the good old carefree days. Hope they're not forgotten, and hope the memory still stays. The craziness that is life can make us lose touch with ourselves, let alone those we know. But that doesn't mean we can't take a moment to wish each other well, for our love and care to show. The best times in our lives have yet to be lived. Regard life with no sorrow, for this life is borrowed. I'll live it like there's no tomorrow. I wish you all keep me in your prayers, and I endeavor to keep you in mind. If you're out of sight, it's definitely for me. Never out of heart or mind. Lots of love. Walaikum Assalam, peace be unto you. God bless, and good luck, class of 2013.